here's MCF Cage announcer Mike Kendall with our fighter introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the professional portion of tonight's MCF 21 card. And this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the MCF heavyweight division, brought to you tonight by Midwest Family Financial. And now, introducing first, fighting out Little Vander's blue corner. This kickboxer, wrestler, stands 6'4", weight in 262 pounds. Tonight, he is making his professional debut. Representing Genesis Fight Team and fighting out of Denver, Colorado, the Hammer Morton. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the white tail screen print red corner, is a true brawler, standing 6'5", weight in 265 pounds. He is also making his professional debut here tonight. Representing Mason City Fight Team and Gracie Fighter, fighting out of Ames, Iowa, Mark the Wolf Currier. Your referee in charge of the action, Rob Lewers.
Come to the center. Cover the rules and back. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, touch now. All right, find your corners.
All right, there we go. Fighter introductions out of the way. We're ready for our main card. First bout on the MCF 21 Salute to Veterans main card. Scott
We need to get that microphone up higher. These guys are 6'5".
Scott Carlson alongside Kelly Wise Guy Wiseman, and he has been the wise guy tonight, trying to get me beat down by a heavyweight. And there we go, Mark Currier delivered a right
I take
jab right
everything
away.
I said back.
Holy, was that right hook, Kelly? It happened, I was looking down.
Just came straight forward and
All
was
right,
aggressive, but you got to be careful. I didn't really catch that because there's a bomb right.
Hammer unload now.
Yeah.
Mark Currier in trouble.
Goodness, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's going out. He's going to land a big overhand right, and this fight's over. Oh, look at that,
Currier
man! What heart!
So far.
What heart firing back, man! I love me some Currier and Morton. This is awesome.
Mark Currier in the gray and black trunks. Hammer Morton.
Oh, that was a big elbow.
With the white
Those are big elbows. He's hurt.
He's hurt. Another big elbow by Hammer Morton.
But he fires back.
Blood above the left eye of Mark
Nice
Currier.
knee. I mean, this heart, man. Power like fighters.
Round number one. This one's scheduled for 3 rounds. I'll be surprised if it makes it there.
Oh, yeah. There's no way. Nobody's going to have the cardio for that after you throw like that. They've been throwing. Oh, that was a big mistake right there.
Morton taking Currier
right
down
to the
now
mount.
into full
mount. Going to start dropping some elbows. This will be punishment.
We know he's got some big elbows.
Yeah. Oh, nice sharp elbow slip off. Don't wind it up. Just take those short choppy elbows. That's nice. Well coached. That one opened up a gash on his eye already, I think.
That gash was open a little bit, but it definitely helped it a little more.
Those are cutting elbows.
Currier taking those elbows, though. He took them from the standing position. And again, here from the full mount, as we approach 3 minutes remaining, round number one, Kelly Wiseman.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you can hear. You can hear Luke Cadillo in Hammer Morton's corner telling him short elbows, and that's what he needs to do. Just keep throwing those short elbows because they drop. It's bone on bone. Boom. And that's just to keep doing that over and over. Just ride this mount and keep dropping elbows. No reason to stop doing what's working.
Damage to the face of Mark Currier. Blood from his mouth and above his left eye now.
Currier's got to get out of there. You can't continue to take those kind of elbows. He's sitting there doing surgery on your face with those elbows. You got to get out. Get half guard back at least.
Currier just
there
unable.
You go. There you go. Nice.
Currier out of the mount and right back in it.
But he's got guard. So
Currier now.
I don't know what the back. I don't know where these guys are warming up, but the bottom of their feet are black, and we need to get that.
We need to get
addressed in the future.
All right, you address that. Currier now finds himself in side control.
We'll just start dropping more elbows. Now, I don't know if that was an illegal elbow.
I don't know.
That might have been an illegal elbow.
10-2. He's saying that was a 10-2 elbow. Is our referee? I don't know. It looked like it came from the side.
I didn't think that was an illegal elbow at all. I mean, I like to shoot a replay back, but I don't think that was an illegal elbow.
Yeah, that again. If you're new to mixed martial arts, the The 10-6 elbow is illegal.
You can't throw straight down,
strike.
but I don't think that was straight down. That was more coming across like a 2 to 7.
Right.
I mean, you're cutting it close for a ref to be able to decide, but Currier's a scrapper, dude, for a big boy. He scraps, man.
As we saw at the beginning of the
said
round.
what I said earlier in the fight.
And now Hammer Morton back into the full guard of Mark Currier. Final seconds here approaching of round number 1. And it's been a round where we've seen some blows traded at Kelly Wiseman, but Hammer Morton maybe the more dominant position.
Yeah, he just needs to blow by, get back, and just start the elbows. I mean, there's no reason to not just keep working the elbows.
And our clock back now. There we go. 1 minute, just over 1 minute remaining. This is the first round of 3 scheduled rounds. Both
he's looking to
fighters
step
making
over
their
for the
pro
mount,
debut.
but Currier blocked it well. But they're both tired. I mean, these are big boys. He just needs to start dropping the other. He's going to say, he's got his elbow right there. Just keep dropping it. You only take about 3 or 4 of those, and they'll stop it, or you're going to open up a bad cut.
Hammer Morton in now side control.
There you go.
And
trap the arm. Now he's in
crucifix
trouble. Now he's going to be in trouble. This will get stopped.
Does have that right arm, and the right arm now out.
He got it out. Currier's, man, he's got heart.
He does. He's found himself in some dangerous positions and not at any point given up and gotten himself out of them, Kelly Wiseman.
But, I mean, Hammer Morton just stay on the elbows. It don't take a lot of energy to throw those because they're short elbows. So you're not loading up and winding up. Just start elbowing. I mean, his corner's calling for it. Oh, he landed one, then needs to get him out away from the cage, get his feet turned so he can't push off or bridge off, and then just start dropping those short elbows again. You just need to, I mean, that's your money. Just keep doing it. Just live there.
Round number 1 here, 10 seconds remaining in round number 1.
See if he starts dropping some big elbows and hammer fists.
Hammer Morton slips into the full mount now, raining down punches. Looks like he's going to be content to ride it out.
Well, he's a little tired, you know. I mean, big boys like this don't necessarily have the ripped bodies because they're big boys, and it's kind of tough.
That's how round number 1 is going to come to an end in this one. Kelly Wiseman, I tell you what, Mark Currier, you mentioned it throughout. Heart, I think, the story of the round for him.
And clearly he has skill too. When he goes to throw, they're hard punches. There's no wasted punch.
Right.
But on the ground, he's got to start working to get a better position. You can't just lay there and let a guy mount you or side mount you without. I mean, he's going to drop in the elbows anyway. So why don't you push him to try to get a leg back in and get control, try to get back to full guard, but at least half guard where you can control him a little bit, keep his length off you. I mean, those you see the replay of that elbow. That's just controlling the wrist. Who cares? Just drop the elbow down. You don't need to wind up or load up. I'd love to see a replay of that, the stoppage, because I don't think those elbows were 10-6, but.
Yeah, and I called him 10-2. I go back to driver's head.
Yeah,
I say that.
You said 10-2. I just kind of let you have your moment.
I think it's like 11-7 or something. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Round number 2. Mark Currier in the gray trunks. Hammer Morton in the black trunks with the white
nice
undershorts.
Counter off the kick, though, by Currier.
And that's what we saw. Currier not afraid to come forward on Hammer Morton and trade blows.
Oh, we're going to have a clash of heads there and open up a cut if they're not careful.
We saw Hammer Morton rocked right away in round number 1 by a hook, right hook, we'll call it, by Mark Currier.
Currier trying to throw for a big boy, tries to get those knees to come right up, and they're landing. I mean, gives your opponent something else to think about, too.
Currier steps to the middle of the cage, now
nice
back
right.
with Hammer Morton's back against the cage.
Nice, good dirty boxing, control the head, and look for those uppercuts. He just needs to keep doing that. Just make Hammer Morton wear your weight, and then you're back to here.
And now down and has the back, does Hammer Morton.
Yeah, well, these guys aren't marathon runners, so you know they're going to gas early.
And now into side control. We saw some damage from this position with those elbows in round number 1.
He needs to go. This is where Hammer needs to go back to those short elbows.
That's right.
I mean, he needs to live there the whole fight because it's money. It's been money. He's controlled it.
Right.
And sooner or later, man, if you're not breaking bone, you're cutting flesh, you're going to get a stoppage because a ref will not let somebody sit there and take those kind of blows to the forehead, the orbital bone, the nose. I mean, those do real damage.
Also seen him slip into full guard, full mount several times in round number 1 as well. And it looks like he's got that knee looking to step over.
And what Currier needs to be doing here is he needs to be trying to better his position by trying to get half guard. And what that means is he needs to be, I mean, it's tough right there when you got an arm pinned down.
Right.
But when he's back to just regular side mount, he's got, he needs to not let him sit there in that side control and sit there and pepper you. You've got to try to better your position. You need to get a leg in and get a half guard at least, and then work for full guard. But you can't just lay there and let somebody drop those kind of elbows on you. Not ones where it's going to require you to have surgery.
Yeah. Hammer Morton again had that right arm of Mark Currier trapped. Currier able to release it, get it free once again as we approach 2.5 minutes remaining in this round.
And there will not be submissions from these guys when they're this sweaty at this point and tired. I mean, it's just going to be, a test of heart. That's all it's going to be. Who has the bigger heart is going to probably finish this out because I don't think, clearly nobody wants to quit. But now Hammer's starting to work the knee to the body and then come with the short elbows. But just stay on the elbows. I mean, look at Mark's face. You're obviously landing these.
Right.
Boom. Oof. Vicious.
Approaching 2 minutes on the Bishop Jones Law time clock. Bishop Jones Law coming in 2022. If you commit a crime and don't want to do time, hey, call a Bishop Jones Law. Locations in Kearney and North Platte coming next year.
Nice elbow.
Nice
That's
elbow.
what, put your hand on, put pressure, and just let it slip off. And that elbow just drops right on. That's old school Jeremy Horn.
Right.
Early
Jeremy
UFC, one of my old teammates. That's his kind of thing that he made famous back in the day.
Hammer Morton has side control. Mark Currier really unable to stop the attack here of Hammer Morton as the elbows rain down on the face and the body.
Yeah, I mean, he's really just not doing nothing to better his position, just trying to survive and then try to strike from there. But you have no power, no effective striking when you're on your back, unless it's an up kick or something, but clearly we're not in that.
And most of the time with an up kick, you're getting lucky because they're pretty predictable.
Yeah.
But we have seen them effective. Don't think that we're going to see that here tonight. Hammer Morton in the gray trunks in the
He's got that arm pin now, so with that arm pin like that, he could do some real damage if he just starts dropping. He's trying to go to the body, but you need to start dropping him, those short elbows back to the face.
We've seen him trap that right arm numerous times.
Oh, nice. Watch how he pushes that down, lets that hand just kind of slide off, and then just drops the elbow right down. I mean, now it's just a battle of attrition.
Mark Currier talking in there still to Hammer Morton.
I'm in trouble.
Still talking, I know. I'm giving your room number if he comes looking.
La Quinta Inn.
So it's not me. My pickup's parked close, so I get right out when this is over. Hammer Morton dominating again, round number 2 as we approach 10 seconds remaining in the round. This one, probably another one you gotta think goes to Hammer Morton.
I mean, for sure. Early in the rounds, Mark Currier, he's winning those exchanges and he's doing the damage. But then he gets taken down, and then that's just the result.
Round 2 comes to an end. Mark Currier, Hammer Morton, Midwest Championship Fighting 21. Salute to the veterans. Veterans Day fights in North Platte, Nebraska at the D&N Event Center. And of course, shout out, thank you, our deepest gratitude to all the brave men and women who have served this country here and abroad. And I tell you what, we're honored to be here on Veterans Day and being able to honor these vets. Several veterans fight on our card tonight, Kelly Wiseman. So, it's just a great night to be fighting in North Platte.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always a good night to fight in North Platte.
Did you have a message for me, Kelly?
We're going to have Elizabeth interview the fighters in the cage.
Right.
So right after that, she's going to jump in there before we throw it to the game show.
Why not? Yeah, Elizabeth, 5-time UFC veteran.
That's right.
Man, I mean, you've brought that up every opportunity, so let's give you another one. It's cool.
Had
It
to
is
pay her
cool to be
$5
sitting
grand to show up and
alongside a
hang
girl,
out with us.
A woman who's fought in the UFC.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kind of
man.
makes me nervous.
That's cool. I know. That's why I've made put you in the middle.
Yeah, why am I in the middle?
Right. Mark Currier, Hammer Morton, Currier in the gray trunks,
Oh.
Morton in the black trunks with white undershorts. And this is how we've seen all 3 rounds start. The fighters meet in the middle, trade blows.
Currier don't want to engage because he doesn't want to get
Oh.
taken. Oh, he goes upstairs.
Oh.
The big man with the head kick. Then he comes right back with a nice leg kick. Nice. Now let's see. Let him come back out. Yeah, bring him back out. Oh, he wants that head
Yes.
kick knockout. He
found
wants
it.
that head. Ooh, Currier had it. Well, I hope the cage holds up
Me too.
because he might get his revenge on me
Don't
right
get
here.
blood on the equipment, gentlemen. All right. That's.
Oh, my goodness.
And here we go. This has been what we've seen in the first 2 rounds. Hammer Morton.
Yeah, it's going to end like
outside
this
control.
if Currier doesn't do something early. You can't let him ride you and beat on you for a long time in this round and then think you're going to squeak something out at
Right.
the end. And this is where Hammer will probably, he's right in his corner, so he can hear his cornerman's instructions. So that's probably better. And Luke's telling him what to do, so just stay with the short elbows. Trap that arm, and then he's got no way to defend that side, then just start dropping the elbows.
First bout in our main card here tonight at MCF 21. Hammer Morton in the black trunks with the white undershorts.
Nice little choppy punch.
Mark Currier into the gray trunks and throwing a knee, but
Tries to come up with a knee. I mean, you got to try something. But
Gotta
really, you
try
should
to
be
get
just
out of
better in
there.
your position, which I would like to see him do. Just try to get that half guard back. So I know I'm beating a dead horse, but until you actually try it, I'm going to keep beating it.
yeah, but all of round 2, Hammer Morton was content to just hang out.
Well, you win,
inside
you're
control.
dominating the fight. Why?
Yeah.
Why? There's no reason
Why
for
not?
Hammer to do anything differently than what he's doing. Now we're going to see some bombs getting dropped to the side of the face because they're just going to sit there. Just
Hammer
flatten them
Morton
out.
on now on the back of Mark Currier. No hooks in, riding him loosely. You can hear Mark Currier still talking to Hammer Morton.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting beat on and he just keeps talking
Keep
smack.
talking.
I like it.
Don't know what. I think he's telling him where to hit him now, like Mickey Mantle calling his
I'm in
shots.
trouble.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Mark Currier fan. Just
Yes,
for
you
the
are.
record.
yeah, and never mind. We'll leave it at that. I'm with you. Mark Currier showing tremendous heart as we
Holy
approach
mackerel, man! You're getting beat on like that, and you keep
Yeah.
talking smack.
2 minutes
impressive.
remaining. Round number 3 of 3.
But he really,
scheduled
but
5
honestly, he
rounds.
needs to better his position because,
Right.
goddamn, you're not going to win the fight, and you can't just keep taking that kind of punishment.
He's just been taking elbows to the face and body really all fight long.
First one missed, but the second one landed.
Yeah, that second one was a hard shot. Hammer Morton still just inside control, controlling this fight.
Really needs to just hip out. I mean, I know it's tough for those tall, long guys to get that distance to get one of their. When you're 6'5", to get a leg in, but your opponent's 6'4", so you should have the space to do it.
Martin, and a nice big cut open now above the right
Telling
eye.
you, those elbows pay dividends, man. It only takes one. That one's gushing blood.
That is, and he had a.
Oh, he's tapping.
tapped.
He tapped. He knows his. I mean, I think that's what he was saying when you thought he was saying, "Hey, hit me here." I think he was saying there was something wrong with.
Maybe. Could be. In any case, that'll do it. The referee stops it. Currier taps.
Verbal,
Two
verbal
strikes,
submission.
a verbal submission. And that gives the victory to Hammer Morton. Morton improves to 1-0 in his professional mixed martial arts career. Both of these fighters making their pro debut tonight. 0-1 will be the professional mixed martial arts record of Mark Currier once we have our official decision. But Kelly Wiseman fight controlled really start to finish by Hammer Morton.
Yeah, I mean, like I said early in the rounds, the exchanges were being won by Currier. He was doing the better job, but I mean, once the fight went to the ground, it was all Hammer Morton.
It was hammered on Currier.
I mean, I have not been impressed with the quality of our record tonight. No.
And here we go. Let's throw it to
That
Mike
was
Kendall for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Rob Lewis, calls a stop to the fight. 3 minutes, 42 seconds into the third and final round, declaring a winner by tap out due to strikes, the Hammer Morton.
All right, there you have it. A verbal submission from Mark Currier as he took elbow after elbow, and I believe Elizabeth is going to catch up with Hammer as soon as we can get him over to her. Here's Elizabeth with our winner, Hammer Morton.
All right, Hammer, why don't you go ahead and face this way to come over here towards me? Thank you very much. Incredible display of grappling. You had some really good short elbows there. Were you planning on finishing the fight in side control right there, or were you trying to finish the fight by submission?
I was just doing what I can to grapple him. I broke my hand in the first punch I threw, so I had to do what I had to do to win.
This is the first time you fighting out of Colorado. How do you feel for the first time stepping in the octagon somewhere else?
That's pretty good. They build them tough out here. The guy wouldn't go away.
Are you going to plan on doing some more BJJ experience and get out there and get some tougher competition?
Yeah, the sooner the better.
Good job. Excellent job tonight.
All right, there you go, your winner, Hammer Morton, fighting, as Elizabeth said there, for his first time outside of the Sparta promotion, Kelly Wiseman, and an impressive victory for Hammer Morton.